Hello, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors, and today I am here to give you my first impressions of the Grimalkin from Whiskey River Art and Trading Co. Alright, before we get really into that, I got this knife from Whiskey River, obviously. I'll put a link to them in the description box below where you can find these. And while we're speaking of links, I will also put links to how this channel is supported. This channel is not monetized, and so it's made possible through sales at my website, beachandtactical.com, through my Amazon store where I list items that I've reviewed, use, and really believe in, and also by my Patreon. So with that out of the way, when I've done work with Whiskey River before, great guys over there. Typically they do axes, and I was very intrigued when I saw that they were getting into knives. So this knife was $35. I'm under the impression that that was a special price for the first edition release and that the typical price will be $45. The knife comes with this sheath, which I'll talk about in a moment, but the blade is 2 7/8 of an inch long, so almost 3 inches long, full flat grind. The overall length is 5 13/16 inch, almost 6 inches. The thickness is 3/32 of an inch thick, so about 1/10 of an inch, and it weighs just over an ounce. So the first thing that I thought of when I saw this knife was, I would say obviously, but maybe it'd only be obvious to me, the Becker BK14, and more appropriately, the Essie Izula. Alright, size comparison. Pretty much anybody familiar with fixed blades will probably be familiar with these. It's a more accurate comparison, obviously, with the Essie Izula than the BK14 with its larger blade. So basically, this knife is made out of 1095, hardened 58 to 59 Rockwell, nice and hard. And like I said, the first thing I thought of was the Izula, and in hand, that is not the case. The Izula that we all know and love is 1/8 of an inch thick. The Grimalkin is about 1/10, and that is quite a difference, as you can see there. So the Izula is known and loved as a do-it-all EDC knife, but it's a little bit robust for some of your bushcraft tasks. I believe that this will be plenty strong as a knife, but with the full flat grind and the extremely thin stock thickness, I think that this is going to be an awesome EDC/skinner. I could definitely see putting this knife to work doing some skinning. Now the knife does not obviously come with handles. One of my next videos that I'll do will be a paracord wrap of this handle, and it comes with this sheath. The sheath is not really fitted per se, it's just kind of a little pocket here. And here's what I like about it coming so simple like this. Somebody like me who is a knife guy is going to be looking to put handles on this and is going to want to send this knife off, if I really like it, to get a custom sheath made. Because chances are, no matter what sheath they offered and what price point, I want my own sheaths. I have my favorite sheath makers and I like them making my sheaths. So by not having a handle and by offering a very simple belt sheath, I'm not paying for something that I don't want. On the flip side, some people really don't care and they'll be completely happy carrying this knife on their belt or in their pocket, as I have in this sheath, and that's completely fine. So I think it's really cool to offer the knife at a bare bones price where you get so much practical use out of the knife at such a low price, and you can customize later if you want to, because if you're that kind of a person, whether you paid $35 or $60, you'd probably customize it anyways. Anyways, just again, the finish is kind of this stonewash finish. It's very nice. The knife came sharp. It's got a nice toothy edge. You know, it's just, it's a good deal, guys. Now, I obviously, from the get-go of this video, compared the knife to the Essie Azula. I know people hate it when I compare knives. Are they in the same category? No. You know, this Azula being thicker is kind of an EDC knife for the woods where you might be bashing on it or something. I don't know. You can't really abuse a knife of this size. It's just different. This knife, in hand, everything about it is just completely different. So I wouldn't tell anybody that this is a replacement for the Azula or the BK14, and I wouldn't tell anybody that the Azula was the same as or better than the Grimalkin here. It's just a completely different knife, and I'm really excited to put it through its paces because there's not a lot of knives like this out there, made in America, affordable, out of such thin stock. And these thin knives do work, and such a thin knife with a full flat grind, it's just a really cool deal. So again, I'll put a link to that in the description below. Soon I'll be doing a paracord handle on this. You guys can check that out if you're interested. I believe these knives might also be available at Baryonyx. I'm not exactly sure how all of that works, but I think it's a great little value. And once again, I'm just excited to put it through its paces, throw it into some Kydex, and put a handle on it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you. I hope that you have a blessed day.